Stream my internet. Well, OBS, I can blame that on. Get my fucking mic over here right the fuck now. My OBS disconnected from Twitch. I think there's something wrong with my Wi-Fi adapter. That's my creepypasta. That is my creepypasta. I think there is something wrong with my Wi-Fi adapter slash Bluetooth adapter. That is my r/no sleep submission. Oh my god, I need to. Oh shit, I forgot something. Forgot something. Fuck. Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. I am so ready for this. I am so ready for this.
Please, Pete, I need this!
This game, I haven't been following to this is my Ben Drowned moment. This is my Ben Drowned moment. This is the Fangalala muted moment. What if I get sucked into the Wi-Fi? For all the boys and girls to see. What do I do? What do I do when I'm in the Wi-Fi? Who knows? Maybe I'm gonna be the next Bluetooth adapter. Maybe I put the Bluetooth adapter in my belly button, and now I'm connected to the internet, and I have ChatGPT powers. Who knows? Who knows? But this game, I played on itch.io. I played the demo, like a year or two ago, I believe. It was very cute. In a sense, this is a game made for me. It is about mushrooms, and it has cool as fuck pixel art. It's official now. It's like a full game now. This year, it got released this year. It was like $15, but it's worth it. Hashtag worth it. I have not even started it. I don't even know what they changed. They could have made some fucked up changes about this game. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe the full game is racist. What if it's racist? Ugh. I hope they didn't make my game racist. I hate when it happens. Let me put this sucker on screen. There you go. Now, what is your size? I'm looking at the window. Imagine it became an NFT gacha game. I would be so mad. I would be more mad at it becoming a fucking gacha game than if it became an NFT game, because both are technically plausible. There's a lot of shroomies. You know what? I should open my little collection. Okay, so I have this one Discord server. It's not a public Discord. It is literally when I say private Discord, I mean it's only for me, because it lets me I made just a bunch of channels that help me catalog mushrooms after genus. So I'm gonna pop that open as time goes on. Just to compare. I first of all, I do really like I like the pixel art. So what is the gist of this game? The gist of this game is that you are raising a fungus. Oh, you have a server like that for your deep web finds? Yeah, no, I catalog a bunch of stuff in there. Sometimes it's just stuff I sent myself. But a ton of it, I just have like 58 channels dedicated to, well, more. I believe I have a lot of channels of mushroom genus. I have a lot of geni. I don't even know what you would call it. I have a channel that's just called Web Archive, where I just post little gems I find online, like fucking old Newgrounds Mario animations, shit like that. Oh, I should just start the game. This is not okay. I'm trying to like figure out what exactly the mushroom. Oh, stream elements. Look at stream elements. Stream elements and hello. Everyone say hello to stream elements. I'm trying to figure out what mushroom they could be representing there. Because I'm kind of thinking marl, but it doesn't have the shape of the marl. A marl has My ball has a lot of like little dots. Oh my god, my cursor's a little mushroom. This is amazing. You know, these little holes are very representative of morals, but it might just be supposed to be like a fly amanita. But no, it's not a fly amanita because it doesn't have the little skirt like amanitas do. Okay. Let me see settings. Windows good, stat particles. Oh, you mean Snow. Oh, color palettes. Oh yeah, it goes up to the current mushroom you have. Aw. Audio. Music's fine. I'm gonna put sound and more self-voicing. Does that mean, I think I mean voice actors? Uh-huh? 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 It's a lot of game dude and pissed off angry gamer videos. Oh my god. Okay. I have somewhat of it. There is actually a lot of AVGN ripoff history. In the sense that there's a lot of lost media surrounding people that wanted to be like like AVGN and nostalgia critic. There is one that's lost media now. That is, I can't say the word on Twitch. I can't say the word on Twitch. It was the gaming R word. It's not, and I'm talking about the crime. A crime that starts with R. It's a very bad one. There was only one episode, and the premise was, oh my god, my phone's going off. The premise was that it was a hobo that found bad games in the trash, and there was only one episode because it was considered insensitive. Chris Boys is a classic. I love talking about fucking Chris Boys and this fucking ghost hunting show. I love Chris Boys. He's a amazing man. Once upon a time, there was a humble recluse. Though they had no need for society, they did often find themselves in a home to a loneliness that they could never quite shake. In the morning the sun would rise, at night it would set. The recluse would observe the splendor, knowing that the sight would be made all the more beautiful by having someone to share it with. It wasn't that they desired a relationship. Perhaps it was a flame that had burned them one too many times. Or perhaps they were simply disinterested. No, a child. That's what they wanted. Someone to take care of, to teach. Unfortunately, it was a longing that could not be found. Not in these woods alone. However, we're never quite as alone as we think we are we? One day, a witch appeared, as if drawn by the intensity of the recluse's desire. The lumber that the recluse had spent the morning gathering slipped through their hands as they spotted her. The Witch of the Woods! Oh my god, the Witch of the Woods! She began to speak. I hate when the Witch of the Woods... I love when the Witch of the Woods speaks. You desire a child, yes? For some, those are quite easy to come by, but not you, it would seem. Let us make a deal then. If you do 3 simple chores for me, I will present you with a daughter of your very own. So you say. I love that the soundtrack... Never mind, it just changed. It was called Amanita something, and I was like, oh, it's a reference to Amanitas, the famous mushroom genius, but most fungi are poisonous. The recluse, caught up in a moment of naivete, quickly agreed. The witch, knowing that the recluse was destined to accept, simply nodded and began to deliver the first of these so-called chores without hesitation. I love the background art, by the way. I love it. I love it. The child will come to this world with a little to her name. Let us even the scales. Bring me an heirloom, something she will forever value. The recluse fought on it briefly, searching for their home, for the object they had pictured. A hair bow from my previous daughter, black and... Oh, God. I don't have one. A dark weathered tome. An old bottle of medicine that has sat unopened. I'm thinking I'm giving her an evil tome. Once it had been said that to the recluse that knowledge is power, they weren't sure about that. Books often contain fanciful things the recluse never got much use of, but perhaps they would be more useful to their daughter. Gain trait, tome. Bringing their price back to the witch, she simply gave a smile. Oh, perfect. After a brief detour to meet the witch, With the witch, the recluse resumed their normal day-to-day schedule. Second day. The recluse slept more soundly that night than they had in ages. Having a purpose again soothed them, even if they had found themselves caught up with a witch. They elected not to think about that, though. Instead, when the morning came, they simply did what they had to do, which is to say, they got up and went to meet the witch. Upon watching the recluse approach, a sardonic smile lit the witch's face. You completed your first task admirably. Task admirably. What the fuck did I just say? 2 more and I can finally give you what you want. That's how numbers work. Oh, I love it. It's me, Donna, with a little smiley face. She paused for only a moment before delivering her next message of import. I'm loving these haunted looking European towns. I love the forest where all the Europeans live. It's amazing. It's amazing that most Europeans are only 2 inches tall and live in, like, you know, live inside burrows and stuff. It's amazing that they deal with spiders. It is important for a young person to be well grounded in this world, I hear. Bring me a jar of soil to help with this process. Keep in mind that not all dirt is the same, though. Consider the source carefully. Soil? That did sound somewhat magical. The recluse supposed, left with this vague prompt, he considered the options. The witch's own front yard. The most picturesque section of a forest you've ever set eyes upon. Quiet graveyard. I say we troll the witch a little. We take some of her dirt. Well, the witch wanted dirt, and dirt there was in abundance. Besides, perhaps, there was some ambient magical property to this area that the recluse was simply not aware of. Or at least, that's what they told themselves as they finished their own task in the quickest and laziest way possible. Hey, it's fucking mean. Arriving back at the meeting place, the recluse was excited to share the selection with the witch. So that's what you picked, eh? Very well, it shall do. Okay, well, you don't seem impressed. Feeling the need to scrub their skin, the recluse retired to the hut to cleanse themselves. Oh, it looks so nice. I love it. Also, I kind of live... My town back in Germany... Well, I'm in Germany currently, but in Germany, I had kind of like a little evil little European town. It had like a whole ass castle in the middle. That was like the big thing. It's like there was just a big castle you can see from like anywhere in the town. With 2 assignments complete, the recluse could feel the excitement grow. If this witch was being honest, and for some reason they felt that she was, then that meant that this could be the last night they spent without the child. They hoped so, at least. That was all they could do. Barely remembering to get dressed, the recluse dashed to the meeting spot. Again, the witch had been waiting there for them. Welcome back, recluse. My birds are so excited to meet this mushroom. Welcome back, recluse. Are you prepared? Today is your big day, is it not? The last task is an easy one, or at least I believe so. Bring me something colorful, something bright that you think would suit her. When they were first told of the 3 tasks, the recluse had to imagine things were much more difficult that seemed so easy as to be a trick. Which, they supposed, only meant that they should take it seriously, as a mistake could mean death. With death in mind, the recluse needed to decide where to search for color. Field of flowers, stony river. A field of flowers, stony river. Why are my buds getting crazy? Why are they going crazy? Hey guys, this excited? Oh. Awesome prospect of mushroom, a fungus. I'm thinking flowers are too obvious. I'm going to a stony river. Though underwater wasn't the first place most people thought of color, well, I don't want to be lazy again. The recluse understood there were many shades that people failed to consider. They arrived at the nearby river, glancing into the glassy water to spy a variety of small, shining stones. Marble, the pale proprietor of possibility. Aw, it's a little tongue twister. Garnet, lost maroon arrows of bygone storms. Turquoise, prized symbols of luck and fortune. Strange hour's bloody stone. Obsidian dark, glassy ghosts of ancient fires. I'm going turquoise. I don't know what my birds are just adding ambience. Honestly, it's a little forest game, so you know we're in the forest, so this is ambience. This is ambient. A vivid hue of a chunk of a chunk of turquoise caught the recluse's eye, beckoning their hand. The stone presented itself like the sky, like the waters, like a purity rarely seen. Stone in hand, they returned to the witch, captivated by nature's beauty. God damn, what's up? It's turquoise. Look, it changed. The color changed. The recluse returned to the witch's hut, colored item in hand. She silently took the object, nodding her head to the recluse in recognition. The recluse stood there for a moment, unsure, before finally the witch realized what they expected. Oh ho ho, you want your promised daughter, don't you? Her voice was almost mocking, but at least it was not overtly cruel. I suppose I must tell— well, shit. Sorry, my voice cracked. I suppose I must tell you that I lied, human. I do require several more trifling things from you. You must eat my pussy. Very highbrow humor. First is the matter of payment. I need you to buy me cans of beer from the local 7-Eleven. Please. I wanna get fucked up, but they won't take my ID. The recluse should have known that everything is forecast. Oh shit, the color is returning? Exactly. Yeah, no, it's, because I said earlier, it's based on the mushroom you're gonna get. Pay me now with wealth, pay me now with life, pay me sometime soon in larger quantities. Pay me at a much later date in the way I choose. Family Guy. It is Family Guy, yeah, man. What if the witch... What if sex? Wealth. They offered their coin purse to the witch, and she took it wordlessly. After pocketing the whole pouch, she returned a single coin to the recluse's hand. This will be sufficient. Hehehe. With the payment settled, the witch simply smiled and handed the recluse a small pot. Humans are tricky, but mushrooms are much more resilient. Consider this an upgrade. Don't worry. Eventually, she will develop a mind. Simply give her time, as much as she needs. Soon, your wish will be in full bloom. I suppose with all that settled, though, there is one last thing for you to consider. A young girl needs a proper name. The recluse fought on the witch's demand before offering the final thing they had to give. What is her name? This is big. I'm thinking... Ling. No! Ah, shit! It's too long! How about Fungling? Fuck, can I just use my keyboard? Yes, I could. I don't know when I did this. Shit! No, I have to... But I have to click on the enter manually. Then she walked away, only fate knowing if the two should ever meet again. What the fuck did I just do? What? Oh shit, I scrolled through! I suppose if all that settled though, that... Okay, I just did that. Yeah. Okay, I can scroll through the dialogue history by using the scroll wheel. Thus the song is called Lomi Lullaby. That's so cute. The recluse fought on the witch's demand before offering the final thing they had to give. Oh shit, I just did that. Why am I doing this again? Fuck. Fungling. There you go. Then she walked away, only fate knowing if the two should ever meet again. Chapter 2, Cultivation. Though the recluse was unsure of the specifics, they did realize that it was important to heed her instructions. Care for the pot and the dirt and everything that lay within. So the recluse geared up, as any parent should, and assessed the things they needed to raise a child. Finances, in case the nearby village had goods or services that he could not provide. That's impossible. Oh shit, I opened the fucking... You know what? Save the game. Yeah. Nutrients for the child, to help it grow strong. They would need plenty, as it would be depleted on a daily basis. And finally, the recluse's own stamina could not be ignored. One cannot burn the candle from both ends indefinitely. Thus began the longest growing season of the recluse's life. A flock of hungry birds. This is my daughter. It's the Fungling. Also, I'm seeing... Is this little skirt? Is she gonna be an Amanita? This could be a veil, though. But, like, she has like, the shape of a fly Amanita, too. I'm assuming she's... am I getting Amanita Muscaria? Am I getting the most generic one at the beginning? A flock of hungry birds have been harassing both your crops and your daughter recently. No! In fact, they've become quite the nuisance. Ugh.
Oh, hell no!
I'm gonna have to kill them. Don't touch my fucking fungus. Fetch your bow and hunt the birds. Purchase some poison and forcefully evict the foul sky rats. Ignore them. I'm not ignoring those things. I'm shooting them down one by one. Like Smosh, when set in the Assassin's Creed rap. Oh, there's little spores flying by. Ah. You retrieve your bow and are lucky to leave with not one, but 2 birds from the flock. Oh my god, I clicked back again. There you go. They shouldn't show up again for a while. You and your daughter may rest. Nothing more could be done to the birds. The matter was laid to rest. The day's gotten away from you already. The sun's gentle descent is being swallowed behind the forest's reach. You weren't able to finish everything you set out to do out for today. But you only have time for one more chore. Butter for some fine substrates to better grow your daughter. Purchase new construction materials for your own hut. Finish a favor of the village's leader asked of you. I already worked hard enough for I will never. Not for fungus. Finish a favor the village leader asked of you. I'm getting substrates for my beautiful fungus. An amateur mycologist in the village recently informed you that he had some new supplies that may interest you. Deciding to take him up on the offer, you come to the conclusion after a brief meeting that he was right. You'd take home a fine new pouch of soil, and he takes some of your hard-earned my coin. Oh, my finances are really low. I just noticed their stat. I did not think of that. Yes, okay, nutrients are high. Finances are, stamina is mediocre. I need to up that stamina of hers. The tasks behind you, you and your daughter return home. Each do a nice bath and a simple, I wanna bathe my mushroom. Huh? Something's happening? Is that a reference to fucking Pokemon? I'm pretty sure the old games would have when an egg would hatch, it would just do exactly this. Show me. Mushroom creature! Ah!
W's in the chat.
I get W's in the chat. W's in the chat for that. Oh my god, your daughter has changed in the night. Look at her, she's so cute. It's just sitting there. Yeah, it's a veil. Yeah, I know, it's a little ring. I thought it was like a little skirt that Amanitas have, but it might not be. One day you waken suddenly, discovering that your mushroom has gained enough limbs to propel themselves around the house. Yes! The creature toddles on uneasy legs, bumping into objects noisily, and a cute face now shows a vacant expression. Her demeanor seems pensive and unsure, sometimes staring long at unfamiliar objects. Encourage her thoughtfulness. Spend time nurturing her environment. Motivate her to do something more productive. Encourage her thoughtfulness. Your daughter's my birds are loving it. My birds are so excited about this fucking cool as fuck mushroom. Your daughter's development is going better than expected, and you want to promote her inquisitive nature. What happens when I click on info? Ah! Oh shit! I got no money! Environment acceptable. Disposition underdeveloped and feral. That's a fucked up thing to say to someone. No, it's nothing. Mushroom creature, and she has a tome. Yeah, I gave that to her. There's only so many hours in a day, and you only have so much energy. And choose how you spend these. Ah, Ah. Okay, return. You gather a collection of unusual things from around your house for her to look at, such as nooks, antiques, and broken tools. She continues to observe the things you bring her for long hours, seemingly finding some enrichment in the activity. Decision being made, life continued. You've been irresponsible with your funds. I know, I can tell. I have negative for money. One more necessary expense, you won't have enough food to fuck. I spent all of it on Bitcoin. You loaf to interact with others, but you may have some time to walk into find some work in town. Trevor, die! I'd suck it up. Oh, I can see what stats and increase it. I want to suck it up. Go to work. Get a job. Stop being a fucking bum. You swallow your pride and head to the village to do manual labor. It's demeaning work, but the fruits of your labor will ensure you and your daughter will survive another day. The decision being made, life continues. I do anything for her. I have finances. One evening you hear, oh fuck, my nutrients are going down. One evening you hear light knocking at your door. Quite a rare occurrence. Peeking through the window, you witness none other than the witch of the woods, standing off the doorsteps of your humble hut. She be here for a visit or to settle a debt? I can request a stipend. Please, I need money. Can I please sell your television? I need it for weed, please. Look at my daughter. Perhaps it was time for your daughter to meet the witch. She could maybe even learn a thing or two. The two of you... Wait.
Please, Beer, I need this!
Thank you, Galileo. Thank you for reminding me that I had that sound. The two of you answer the door and invite the gloomy woman inside for dry and awkward small talk. How the fuck do you have awkward small talk with a witch? How is there nothing interesting to talk about when you have a witch in front of you? Excuse me? She gave you a living mushroom creature and you have nothing to talk about? You're just having like awkward as fuck smiling friends dialogue with a real ass witch. Something about the way the two absolutely stare at each other. You wonder if they made some sort of connection today. The decision being made, life continued. Yes! Something's happening. I love this little guy. I love that she can run into like walls and be dumbfounded. Child? Aww! Oh my god, is she gonna be like a stinkhorn? No, she's not. Wait, no, look, this is the fucking Amanita skin I was talking about. I'm assuming that's what that is. Amanitas are well known because they all... Okay, so here's a little mushrooming 101. When a mushroom has a little skirt around the top, don't eat it. That's most likely an Amanita. That's most likely of the genus Amanita. And that most of those are like extremely poisonous unless you know how to cook them. Pretty much everything in the Amanita genus is poisonous. Well, but you can still eat them if you cook them properly, but like, you know, if you don't know how, just don't risk it. There's like Amanita muscaria, which is like the common toadstool, actually has some really good ways of cooking it. It has some really neat ways. I'm thinking I literally have Amanita muscaria. Again, very generic mushroom to get for my first time, but you know. Your daughter has changed in the night. Look at her, she's in there. One morning, you notice that your daughter is nowhere to be seen. After an hour of searching the nearby area, you find her sitting alone in a familiar clearing. To your surprise, the creature had now taken the form of a young girl. You feel relieved to confirm the witch hadn't betrayed you. Yeah, well... Oh, you didn't know... you didn't know Amanita was a mushroom? I love Amanita muscaria. I love Amanita... Well, I don't. No. Amanita muscaria is a generic pick. It's like it's like, you know, saying Amanita muscaria is your favorite mushroom. It would be kind of like saying, you know, my favorite song is Bohemian Rhapsody. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a good song and all. It's just like, have you listened to music? I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, you know, maybe expand your horizons a bit. It's you know, you like Pikachu? That's your favorite Pokemon? Okay. To your surprise, the creature had now taken the form of a young girl. You feel relieved to confirm the witch hadn't betrayed you. At your approach, she turns and smiles at you, before continuing to thoughtfully stare into space. Sit with her in silence. Buy her a nice gift to celebrate. Tell her it's time to go home. Aww. Hold on. Oh wait, you thought it was a descriptive word because it was an animal collector song name? Oh no. Let me fucking. I'm gonna pop in chat how it's spelled. It's like this. That is a genus. A genus, specifically, in case you don't know, it's like something that it means it's not. It's like a group. That's the best way I can describe what a genus is. It's just a group. It's more specific than like a category or like a kingdom. Way more specific. And then the genus comes first, and then the second name details the species. So Amanita muscaria, its genus is Amanita, and its species is Amanita muscaria. So both, so essentially, yeah, it's both names detail the species. Both name, like the gene. Oh my god, I'm so bad at explaining. Both names, that the two fucking factors from one name that then detail and tell you what the species is. You got me? I can't believe you got me. Sometimes when I just explain shit in my head, I just like, I speak faster than I think, and it comes out very confusing. I will not tell her it's time to go home. I will sit with her in silence. You do wonder what your daughter is thinking about so intently, but decide not to insert. Dude, she's not fucking thinking about anything. Taking a seat next to her, you appreciate the beauty of the forest and spend time thinking lovingly of your daughter. After nearly an hour, she stands up and heads back home, seemingly finished with her introspection. Decision being made, life continued. One evening, you discover many footprints outside your home, three-toed and webbed. Some strange creatures have been fucking around. Oh, there better not be. You've heard the rivers of these woods are home to the fairies, turtle-like creatures. No! They capture human children only to bring them home and try— what, like a kappa? Your child isn't a human, but you can feel the leer of envious eyes from the tree line. They know a precious daughter when they see one. Oh, you fuckers. By the look of the tracks, these ones are quite young. Perhaps you can do something to frighten them away from you. How about I chop them up and display their bodies in front of my house? Purchase a magic ward. Deal with the issue decisively. Hunt one of them. Stand guard until they stop. I'm gonna fucking hunt one of them down. I'm gonna like hunt one of them and make an example out of it. I'm gonna start a fucking war if I have to. The things may be dangerous to children, but a healthy adult can easily catch and kill one. That will certainly send a message. You got me! Grabbing your bow and hatchet, you charge off into the woods. You find they are deceptively equipped for a turtleman, but panic easily. You single one out and dispatch the slippery green thing as it stumbles through an unfamiliar bramble. Frantic rustling and dismayed hollering can be heard from the trees as you drag it home. A massive brightly colored shell adorns the post by your cabin now, and the creature provides you and your daughter both a hearty meal. That is exactly what I thought. What the fuck? Yeah, display the fucking body to make an example. Decision being made, life continued. Aww. Your daughter has been getting bigger lately, and it's been easier than ever to see her as the child that she is. Aww. Today you want to teach her something fun, something that human children often get to partake in. What activity will you partake in? Beer! Arm wrestling, dress up, hide and go seek, quietly count to 1,000, make a deer disappear. I wanna, yeah, dress up. I didn't even mean to, I was thinking about clicking it and I clicked it by accident. I think it's fate. You are never good with the more material parts of society, but you think that the child may enjoy playing around with clothes. You scrounge up a few articles of clothing from here and there, and even craft her an exquisite crown made of dandelions. When she sees these objects, it takes her a moment to understand. After you begin putting some on her though, she quickly comes to an understanding. The girl has fun with the clothes, and you find yourself impressed with her creativity as she tears things to wear them in new ways. Human clothes were not made to fit her, but you're glad she doesn't seem to notice. The game being taught, life continued. Aww. An end? One night you find yourself struggling to sleep. Your mind wanders as you consider your current place in life. You've lived peacefully with your daughter for many moons. Oh man, I love living for many moons. Initially, it was strange. Well, it never stopped being strange. But you were always thankful for her company. It would never be strange to me. I love her. Besides, I love the fungling. Besides, the affection you felt for her was like any parent would feel towards a child. That was normal, at least. Your thoughts turn to the concept of time, particularly how you were once alone, and how you are afraid that you will be again someday. Your daughter has more and more curiosities about the outside world. It's only a matter of time before she wants to strike her own path. You hope you will be fulfilled now. You hope you've done enough. Ultimately, you find comfort in what you've done. You may have had many failures in your life, but there's one thing you can die proud of. Gain trait, poisonous. Gain trait, hallucinogenic. Great taste, great appeal, and a new beginning. Telling the recluse that you wanted to see more of the world wasn't an easy conversation. As they grew older, you worried about leaving them on their own. Thankfully, your concerns were unwarranted. They were happy that you had grown enough to want to move out. They were even offered to help you build your own home, close to theirs. You were welcome to visit any time, obviously. Faster than you would have anticipated. The two of you built your home together. Aww. They showed you all of the tricks they knew, and made sure to impart as much knowledge as they possibly could. Finally, the day arrived. You were officially on your own. You were scared a little, but also excited. It felt like a new chapter was just beginning for you. Loving parent. Yay! Chapter 3. A girl on her own. Aww. Imbued turquoise flag. Yeah, fly agaric. It's an Amanita muscaria. Just as I thought. Okay, I want to see the info. Great appeal? What's great appeal? You're naturally charming and people seem to love you. Hallucinogenic and poisonous are both accurate to fly agaric naturally. The way you get if you have like a Amanita muscaria and you want to get the poison out of it, the thing is just boil and rinse it twice. That's the main thing. Specifically when you make a tea, if I recall correctly, you have to boil and rinse it and dry it. You have to like boil it, rinse it, dry it, and then boil it, rinse it, and dry it out again. Then you have to make like a tea out of it, and you got essentially Benadryl, essentially. I don't remember that. I don't know if you have to do it twice if you want to make the hallucinogenic there. I'm unsure about that. I can't quite recall all the steps, but if you want to cook it, you just have to boil and rinse it twice. You can serve it with butter. You have a bad habit of causing great harm to those who take a bite of you. You may cause hallucination. Potency. Increased by a titillating meal or titillating danger. The stat is tied to the strength of a mushroom type and her ability to perform in stressful situations. Robustness. Increased by the ideal growing conditions or by a loving presence. Aww. The stat is associated with her physical strength, but it could also be strength of character. Humanity, 55. Increased by a thorough socialization or by doing the right thing. The stat is how good of a person she is, literally and metaphorically. Dampness. We're trying to level their dampness. Increased by a good soak or by a melancholic moment. This stat indicates how wet and slimy her body is, but also a murkiness of the soul. Oh my god, I love when my soul is murky. Mycelium 51. Increased by the right nutrients or by things that nourish the soul. The stat is associated with how generally healthy she is, and yet it could also be a persistent optimism. Aww. Cause and tokens. I have no such thing. Oh, I'm a bookworm. Thankfully, you've been taught to read. I have grown into a young woman. The recluse will always live in your heart, and for time being, next door. Mystic bond. You have developed some rapport with your creator, the Witch of the Woods. Aww. Okay, go back. Despite initial uncertainty, you find your new home may even be nicer than the recluse's shack. Your first days living outside your parents' home are occasionally daunting, but also filled with possibility. What would you like to do? Uh, you know what? Ah, shit. What are my stats again? Visit rest for the day, allowing your body a chance to heal. I don't think I need that right now. The woods. Ah, shit. Oh, I think I had the town. Down to Goblin Town. I think, in the original, the recluse died at the end. Like, the recluse just always died. Then, and then you took over as the girl. While you're walking through town, you're suddenly approached by a scraggly yet energetic man. He's very interested in your mushroom features. Ask if you would be willing to trade something for a few bits of your branches and flesh. Accept the man. I take it. You suppose you don't mind sharing some of your branches? It goes back. No, it's not a sequel. This is just the full version. I played like the demo a year or so ago on itch.io. You suppose you don't mind sharing some of your branches? It goes back anyway. Unfortunately, all you get for it is a couple of small coins. After you make the trade, a man tells you of a small gathering later that night. He and some friends would plan to meet in the forest so they can all go for a trip in the woods. How quaint. Aw, well, I don't want to go to the woods with strangers. We're gonna get killed. You're invited, and he gives you some brief directions before leaving. But you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just try things out. Try things out for heaven's sake. You figure these humans could use a hand with their late night woods trip, so you decide to join. This is something no one should ever do in real life. Go into the woods with a strange man that just asks you for your skin. You wander into the woods that night, and with some luck, you stumble upon your... What, they didn't give you proper directions, they just told you to go into the woods? They all seemed welcoming, and the scraggly man before invites you to sit with him by the fire. Aww. No, the mycelium is very resistant to fire. It's not completely resistant, obviously. But mycelium is largely flame retardant. So there is actually a way. We are working on fireproofing material by having fireproof bricks. Essentially, we just have mycelium grow through them, and then we remove the mycelium. And that's why we keep the mycelium. And then we remove the fruiting bodies, and then we just have very fire resistant bricks, which I believe they're supposed to be gonna be used in like California, or like Australia, or other places that very much deal with house fires. But in fact, some mushrooms like the king's mushroom, big delicacy, actually best grows on burned soil. The man shows you a pot with some sort of tea. He says it was made from the bits of you that you traded him earlier. That oh shit! Is he actually just gonna give me like some? No, this is literally what you do. I talked about this earlier. When you have Amanita muscaria, you can make tea out of it, and it just gives you like a Benadryl type. It makes you like it's kind of like you're drunk, kind of, but very sleepy. You're in like a lucid dream-like state, kind of. Supposedly, drinking it will send you on an otherworldly and mind-altering trip. He asks you if you would like some. You'd rather not, but the conversation does sound nice. You'd rather not, and you wish to punish these deviants. Kill them all, yes! Deciding to make a twisted game out of... Oh shit, a D&D roll! I forgot about... Yeah, they had that in the original game too. I forgot about this. I passed. Deciding to make a twisted game of this. You sit and wait, watching the group. Eventually, you notice one of the humans who appears to be struggling. You think they may not be enjoying the experience of, well, you. You make your way over, sitting next to them. Then you begin to toy with them. You tell them of horrid creatures and do your best to inflate their feel. Nightmare. You do this all the night to the various participants, making it a nightmare for many of them. This game reads my mind. You leave with a cruel, accomplished sense of satisfaction. If they can't handle your power, then they shouldn't come crawling to you for a handout. Get fucked. Cruel. One day you notice a strange intruder wandering around near your home. An elderly man sporting an unkempt beard filled with crumbs. When he spots you, a lopsided grin fills his face. Well, ain't you something? The man lifts his hat and off his head, briefly in greeting. Everyone's been talking about the fungal woman of the woods. It must be you. Bad trip. Ego death. Ego death. Guys, I experienced. Guys, I did some ayahuasca 2 years ago and I experienced ego death. I experienced ego death, guys. I experienced ego death. You suppose you've never met another mushroom girl now that you think about it, but it does feel a little odd to be singled out as such. The man continues speaking. I was just hoping to meet you, that's all. And I wanted to give you something. He reaches into a shabby pack at his side and pulls out a bound book. Its appearance is humble, yet it carries a certain weight to it. An almanac! This here is an almanac, containing every tidbit of mycological knowledge I've ever done learned. I've been working on this for a long time. Could even say it's my life's work, I guess. They grow up so fast, don't they? He looks down at the book in his hands with a surprising tenderness. Then he's holding out the book to you. But there's always more lives to live. Ain't that just how this whole cycle goes? Maybe you'll be able to help me fill in some gaps. There's still lots to see out there. I don't get why people flex ego death when it's quite a horrible thing to experience. Yeah. I don't know, it's probably because they don't actually experience ego death. They just had like a trip and want to say that. Not to accuse anybody. But anyone it's talking to me like, oh, I experienced ego death. People that like brag about ego death are always horrible people, and it's like okay, can you experience like another one? It's like you're an ass. I don't like you now. Go back maybe. You carefully inspect the book, flipping through the pages. Within you find hundreds of illustrations depicting different mushrooms in a variety of colors, with many detailed notes. It's beautiful. By the time you look up, the old man is already walking away. He waves a hand at you and calls out a simple, "Be good now." How odd. But you do like his gift at least. I want to look at it. Let me look at the fucking almanac right now. Mushipedia! This is awesome. Let me look at this. How do I navigate Mushipedia? It's mushy. It's not mushy. Why am I saying mushy? Mushipedia. It's like the mushy is like the German word for pussy. Oh, that's endings. Oh shit. Daughters grown. Average dampness. Number of LBMs. What if I just scrolled down and said number of IUDs or something? Oh wait, DUI. That's what it is. DUI is what. Driving under influence. That's what I was thinking of. What the fuck? Isn't IUD? I think an IUD is something you get to like get infertile. I can normally tell by the description that they are BSing. Yeah. Chroma collection. No, I love Chroma. Orchestration, sheet music, 17 out of 24. Damply dreaming. Mushy meander. Puffball cannon. Idle interlude. Growing up so fast. Loamy lullaby. Garden song. The tilting room. As the sun overrides. These are so cute. Number of fallen daughters. No! Okay, I have to finish a game to actually see my beautiful daughters. My beautiful collection of fungi. While tending to your home, you begin to feel an otherworldly pull towards the forest. You consist, and moments later you find yourself surrounded by trees and standing in front of a mushroom-covered hut. Deep within you, you know which that made you reside here. Force yourself to turn tail around and quickly head home. Enter the hut cautiously and treat it as a stranger. Enter the hut with the hope of learning some magic. Learn magic. I'm gonna become a cruel wizard. An evil wizard. You enter the hut and bow respectfully, addressing the witch as you would an apprentice to a master. She accepts your want for knowledge and begins tutoring you. Time moves strangely in these woods, and you're unsure how long you read scrolls and practice channeling. By the time you leave, though, you find you've gained slight control over your magical potential. Witchling! Oh my god, a fungling witchling. The mountains bordering the northern reaches of the forest call to you. You see them every day on your adventures, and there is an overwhelming desire to climb them that simply can't be ignored. Readying yourself in the early hours of the morning, you glance over the materials you have on hand. Pack light, pack heavy. Don't pack, in fact, just don't go. It just says nope underneath. I'm assuming this means like they're just not gonna accept that because like the personality of my daughter doesn't comply with that. Do we pack light or pack heavy? One affects my dampness, the other my robustness. I'm thinking robustness. Is that... fail! Stuffed to the brim. Your pack makes it somewhat difficult to move. So difficult that your legs buckle and your first step and you fall over. With your pack all set, you make your way to the mountain. After a couple hours of climbing, you feel like you've made some decent progress, though you're starting to get a bit tired. Just as you think it's time for a break, you come across a beautiful mountain spring, complete with its own waterfall. I trained my endurance. I need to lower my robustness, please. Pass? Pass! You've often heard that waterfalls are powerful. You could use some of that for yourself. I don't know how big the dice is. Is it like a D10 or a D6? I think earlier I rolled like a 7 or something. So I think it's a D10. It might just literally be that like if you're below 5, you fail. Maybe it's that. After a quick look around to ensure you're alone, you make your way to the waterfall. You know one thing for sure, it's wet. It is also powerful, you suppose. The raging waters around you are rough on your body and mind. You go to grab your pack and to realize that your arms feel like wet noodles. Shit, I packed heavy too. But it increased my robustness. You're forced to drag yourself home. Mountains are overrated anyway. Feel a crisp breeze. The heat is relenting. Trees are changing in color. Fall has arrived. The change in weather has invigorated you. What would you like to do today? Autumn is like mushroom season too. I'll visit my parental unit. Recluse, as always, is more than happy to see you. I am cruel, but I have to remember my roots, my mycelium. The two of you spend several long hours reminiscing about your childhood, as well as preparing a meal to share. In the end, you'll leave well fed. Maybe you'll just have to visit again tomorrow. Aww. One day, while walking through the village, you spot an oddity. You usually do when humans are involved. Specifically, you see a gaggle of children surrounding a strange wooden booth, decorated with bright colors and illustrations of flowers. There's what appears to be a window in the middle, but the view is blocked by closed curtains. How peculiar. Wait with the children. This isn't really that interesting. It's just a wooden box and you can't even see out the window. Okay. So I'm just denying the option. You decide to go back to your day, forgetting all about the strange little booth. I just wanted to see what happens when I click nope. One day while wandering through the nearby village, you end up in a low traffic area that you haven't seen before. Following a wide alley for a ways, you end up in front of a tattered looking business, underneath an overhang stretching across the way. A pasty rotund man sits on the stoop outside the building, dejected. Hello, pasty man. When he looks at you... Oh my god, the spores are getting bigger. He looks at you, he seems a lot more casual than most do when seeing a walking, talking mushroom such as yourself. Hey there, welcome to the dump. He breathes deep, letting go a sigh. I'm not making the poop joke. Close, I'm afraid. The dump? Tell me about the dump. The man looks up at you. Aye, the dump. Here is my establishment. He pats on his knee. The poop. God damn it. I was trying so hard not to make that joke. He pats his knee, lips pursed. Except old Humpty here had a big fall a bit ago, and now the dump is going under. There are quite a few mushrooms that grow specifically from poop. I'm gonna put the mic closer. I'm gonna put it here. A lot of mushrooms grow by poop. Funny, exactly. You know, spores are in the air. Like, everyone breathes in about 2,000 spores a day, on average. So, a lot of the way that mushrooms do it is they just pass through your digestion, and when an animal shits them out, they just like grow on the poop and eat the poop. Some carnivorous mushrooms feed off of some parasites that live in the poop, or nematodes, as I've heard. In a source for that is Roy Watling's to fungi on dung, an old little magazine. It's very short. It's basically an article. It's just very short and then a bunch of references. There is a special one, Pylobolus, which is commonly known as the dung cannon or the shotgun fungus. It's a little species of fungus. Well, obviously. But what it does is that they shoot out their spores like a shotgun, and then they adhere. They stick to whatever they land. It's so cool. I love it. It also fucks. It also fucks with a bunch of people really hard. Specifically, stupid ass chud farmers, or like rose farmers, because the spores, they just end up landing on the flowers, and they just give them like little black little patches. Pile of ballers, yeah. Basically, that actually is. Pile of ballers. Okay, they're kind of baller. He pats his knee, lips pursed. Except I had to get closer. Except old Humpty here had a big fall a bit ago, and now the dump is going under. You're not making it easy not to make poop jokes. Used to be I was doing wonders. Every night a fully packed performance, but I got cocky. Challenging up and coming to the industry. Made a stupid bet. Lost. Couldn't afford to pay my workers. They left. That rival owner was something else. More like a dragon than like a dragon! Like a what?
They call him the what?
Like a what?
They call him the what?
Like a what? A what? Then a man. But that's the way it goes. If you're curious, say that again. Say that again. I could show you around in here. Though it's more like gawking at a corpse nowadays. You figure you're here, might as well check out this new part of the village. Humpty, as he introduces himself, opens the door to the establishment. Humpty is a fuck-ass name. That's cruel to give a child. Establishment, and has you follow him through a narrow entryway, up a set of stairs that loops back on itself. I love differing. Come out through another doorway and realize the establishment exists in the building, bridging across the alleyway. Luxurious chairs line the way, with lights that flood the area in a warm glow. To your left is an empty kitchen, and around the corner is a small bar on a lovely stage. But yep, it's a ghost hunt now. Can't do much for the crew. You look around the establishment for a bit before heading back to the street level. Humpty bids you farewell with a tender smile, before sitting back down on the stoop. You leave the dump behind, curious as to what it once was back in the day. It's a nice day today. Oh my god, this is beautiful. So you decided to have a picnic. After wandering around for some time, you come across a quaint house with a bell. Just as you begin to wonder what purpose it serves, the bell rings and several children run out and begin to play. A small group of them take notice of and subsequently surround you. With their curiosity thoroughly piqued, you have a few ways to proceed. Invite them to join you. Curtsy and you introduce yourself politely. I invite them to join me. Please. Yay, a pet! Aw. You've always been good at cooking. And now is your time to show off a little. You set your bulging picnic basket on the ground and open it to display its contents. Several sandwiches, cookies, and various other snacks are laid out one after another. You even have thermos for some hot tea. The children are delighted with the spread before them and decide to spend their lunch with you. Sometime later, you hear a yell that signals the end of their lunchtime. They begrudgingly stand with each giving you a big hug. You have to visit again sometime, okay? Bye-bye, mushy lady. You walk away, their kind comments filling you with strength. More power, yes. As you walk into, oh my god, I'm very robust now. As you walk into town, but actually, let me look at my stats. I'm touched by magic. I'm cruel. You not only delight in suffering, you actively seek to cause it. Fuck yeah. I love the little, oh my god, a distinctly patterned toadstool packed for peel. Aw. I was just gonna click on the little frog up here. So cute. As you walk into town one evening, you spy something strange. A group of small humans. Well, it's not the strange part. These humans are all wearing strange adornments, the likes of which you have not previously seen on humans. The deeper you get into town, the more oddly dressed individuals you see. Finally, in the market square, you notice a small booth attended by a townie. Upon your approach, they straighten up. Ah, what a great costume! It looks so realistic. They happily clasp their hands together as they compliment, well, you don't really know how to correct them, so you don't. Here, let me grab you a basket and you can get started. Before you have a chance to ask what they mean, they kneel down and fetch a small woven basket. They thrust it into your hands, which you suppose means that it is yours now, for the moment at least. Just take this to any building in town, then knock on the door. When they answer, it is customary to respond with oh my god, I'm trick-or-treating! Trick or treat! The instructions come quickly. You feel as though you should be taking notes. Then they'll give you a treat. It's a pretty sweet deal if you ask me. Then you think that they are done speaking. You go to leave, only to be stopped once more. Oh, last thing. Here's a participation pin. We like to have fun around here. They take a small pumpkin-shaped object. We have fun. We're fun around here. We make jokes. We make jokes here. They take a small pumpkin-shaped object and lean forward. Whenever I hear something like, we have fun here, just think about them saying the lamest fucking dog shit ever. Or saying something really fucking racist, like one of the two. They take a small pumpkin-shaped object and lean forward. Before you can object, they stick it directly into your head. Pumpkin pin. It seems the same place at least. You idly rub your new pumpkin-shaped protrusion and consider where you would like to head first. Wait, what is that? Let me see what that does. Ah. Oh yeah, oh, magic's acquired. Yeah, I am a witchling. I'm quite the witchling. I'm a fungling witchling. Oh my god, it shows. It shows the little fucking pumpkin on me. Inventory. Someone has pushed this into your head. At least it's cute. Aw. Crusty knife. You've had it since you were a child and has always performed perfectly. Oh, it's trusty. I thought it said crusty. It seems to... Okay. Where would I like to head first? A nearby apothecary, a nearby church, a nearby blacksmith, a clothier, a restaurant. This is big. An apothecary, maybe. I'm quite touched by magic. Maybe I should try some alchemy. So you don't often have reasons to visit. You can, you know that there is a strange apothecary in the area. It carries all nature of unusual things. You are to receive a treat. It may as well be something fascinating. When you walk nearer, you can smell a foul scent in the air. In fact, you even spot an odd, putrid mist coming out the door. Though it repulses you, it also feels oddly thrilling to track through it and into the shop. As you step into the unlit store, a figure leaps out the shadows and lets out a blood-curdling yell. Before you can think to do anything else, you feel your body turn and run right back out. The sound of laughter follows you, and the thought occurs that this may be some form of theater. You can't explain why, but you feel as though this experience has left you with a joyful feeling. What an odd sensation. Aww, this game is so cute. I love this game. A chilling breeze greets you in the morning, heralding the approach of winter. With the end of the year approaching, you find yourself considering your aspirations. You want to accomplish something significant. You decide, something you'll remember. Saving game. Oh shit. Attend a charming evening at the gala. Take on a dangerous quest. Pursue a great aspiration. Decide to not pursue anything. This is fucking sad. Decide to not pursue anything in life. Don't do fucking shit with your life. Go online and post about wage cooks. Attend a charming evening at the gala. I want to go on an epic quest, dude. In your travels, you have been told of some particularly challenging quests. Possible tests of your merit. I have heard of so many of those, dude. Of the potential opportunities for glory you've heard, decide to slay a terrible beast. Actually, don't do it. Slay a terrible beast. Slay beasts. Oh, you made a cameo? You made a cameo such on the website Cameo? You have heard rumors of a monstrous animal terrorizing a nearby community. Perhaps. I'm stalling because I accidentally opened the window. I had to close. Perhaps you may win some renown if you step up to hunt the beast. Operations will take some time, but you decide to take on the creature before the end of the year. The chill in the air has invigorated you. What would you like to do today? I need to steel myself. Revisit a strange location. Day of the Recluse. I should rest for the day because I need to level my robustness. I want to increase my robustness. Robustness. Adventures. Perhaps the best way to spend the day, this side would be resting. You rarely. How the fuck do you You rarely lay yourself right back into bed. How the fuck do you pronounce rarely? Rarely. I am a wary person. I am rarely. Oh my god. Tomorrow you will be more productive. How the fuck? People are saying like jewelry is how to pronounce rarely. That's a bad one. Tomorrow you will be more productive, or maybe you won't. While making your way through town, you are stopped by a young man in a news broadcast. Let's see, what potency? What does potency do again? To late danger. The stat is tied to the strength of the type or ability. I should level that too. I need to increase that. While making your way through town, you're stopped by a young man in a newspaper cap. He has a handful of papers, one of which he thrusts into your hand. Hello, ma'am. Have you heard? The great Sheila is in town right now. Don't miss your chance to see her if you've any healing. You begin to explain to the boy that human healers are of little use to you, but he simply shakes his head. She is a great healer, ma'am. Wouldn't she be very great if she couldn't heal a fungus, would she? How strange. A healer? The thought had never occurred. Did you know that cashews come from a foot? Did you know that cashews come from a foot? Did you know that? No! It's okay to me. I understand you. Most people don't know the truth about the cashew. We're gonna my name is Tobuscus. And just for that, I'm gonna be stretched apart by horses and killed. I'm gonna have one horse pulling one of my limbs and the other pulling the other end. I'm gonna be pulled apart by horses. Did you know that cashews come from the fruit? Did you know that cashews come from the fruit? I don't know. This game's giving me energy. I don't know why. This game's making me so random on Disney XD. Oh, how strange. A healer? A thought that never really occurred to you as a possibility. As you walk away, you glance at the paper the boy had handed you. A map, it would seem. Go to see the Great Healer. I want to see go see the fucking Great Healer. Go see that piece of shit. It would be interesting to meet someone talented in healing after all. Maybe you could even learn a trick or two. Following the map, you find yourself stranding down. I have a fucking voice clip for this, hold on. Do I have it saved? No, I don't. God damn it. God damn it. This game's making me chip packet on head. Exactly. It is. It's making me into, it's making me crazy, but you guys all love me. I'm crazy, but everyone loves me. Following the map, you find yourself standing before a large secluded building at the edge of town. From within, you can hear the muffled sound of a voice. Doors propped open, practically inviting you inside without giving yourself a chance to second guess. You walk in. You find yourself, I don't know, I think it's just because I'm excited. I just like mushrooms. They get me hyper. They get me fucking jumping up and down. You find yourself in a spacious room with a crowd of humans eagerly surrounding a stage. By your estimates, there must be several dozen people, plus the woman standing on stage. This woman speaks loudly and clearly, and she has the crowd captivated. You realize that there is a man on stage as well, kneeling. She reaches her hand up as far as she can, palm open with fingers spread wide. She shouts out a few words in a language you don't recognize, then brings her palm down to the top of the man's head. Chant with me now! Oopa, oopa! It doesn't take long for the audiences to follow how lead it is. Frankly, somewhat bizarre to witness. You're unsure what to control this woman, is she the Great Healer, has on the audience, but nearly everyone other than you chants along. After a few moments, she shouts in the man's stance. The audience cheers. Healed! You are no healed! Child of bad! Tell me, can you feel it? The healer gently embraces the man, jumping with glee. Yippee! The man, looking over himself, can't help but jump joyfully as well. We're all just having fun. We're all just, yes, I can feel it. There's no pain in my leg. Wait, is this how she heals? How odd. Never heard of anything like this before. After gallivanting for a while, the man who has been healed returns to the audience. Healer continues to speak. That looks like a church near me. You just got doxed, buddy. You just doxed yourself. I know you live in Fungus Land now. After gallivanting... Oh, what the fuck? That's a name drop. That's fucked up. For a while, the man who has been healed returns to the audience. The healer continues to speak. Who else? Who is there among us who needs to fuel the healing light? I start around for the audience. Look, searching for someone to pick. Volunteers, stand back and enjoy this. You do keep making cameos. Pay close attention to our methods. Pick pockets while the audience is distracted. Yes! You didn't expect a healer to have such a crowd, you must admit, but I am cruel. But you see no reason to let this opportunity go by unrecognized. Take from the fucking children and like everyone who wears cheap clothes first. But they're here to see a healer, you may think. Do they need any more misfortune? Well, wouldn't be discriminatory to not pick their pockets. Checkmate. Menace root? Exactly. This is evil fungus root. Everyone is thoroughly distracted by the healer, so you make your move. The Great Healer grabs your shoulder roughly, pushing you to the ground. Fail! Fuck! Epic fail! With this magic passed down to me from ancient Fey rites, you can be cured! Now everyone, chant with me so she may be freed of her kleptomania. Forces her palm over your face. This blinds you. However, you can hear the chant of everyone around you. Oopa, oopa, oopa. The healer says other things, a mix of unfamiliar words and strange claims. The 12-winged terrible pixie commands it. The cold, deaf, dancing ancestors commands it. The Great Healer commands it. Well, if everyone commands it, what do you say? I want to steal. You're unafraid to speak your truth in front of the crowd. However, they don't seem to want to hear it. Your proclamation is met with a round of jeers. You're a fucking fraud. I cannot help one who refuses to change. The healer pulls you up roughly, bringing you close to her face. Mess with my audience again, and I will hurt you in ways that cannot be healed. Holy shit. Her voice is quiet. No one else can hear these parting words. He pushes you away and you feel a new pair of hands on you. A bouncer has come to remove you from the premises. Fuck. Ejected onto the streets, you have little choice but to walk home. Wait, I gained a new trait. I gained unreputable. Oh, my yearly goal. Aw. What was it? Young adult, cruel, bookworm. Ah, shit, where is it? Oh, I can power spells with spores. Cool as fuck. Great appeal. I have great appeal though. I have great appeal. Was I lied to perhaps? Game lied to me. Oh, whatever. I have no idea what it is. This looks beautiful though. This looks so nice. It looks like a big guy staring down at the forest. One day, while gathering some resources from the forest, you realize that the sun has gone and set on you. You had been anticipating a night trip, so this is a little unfortunate. You can spot a fire on the road ahead. It appears to you that a single man is sitting next to it, with a one tent set up nearby. The man bears a distinctive set of tattoos, spotting his face and arms with a set of decorative, presumably, eyes. You contemplate the thought of approaching this man and keeping yourself warm beside his fire. Does this appeal to you? You can make your own way and increase my dampness. Making merry with a strange human in the middle of the night? Yeah, you think you'll pass. I increase my potency and humanity and decrease my humanity. You make your way back in the dark, thankfully not meeting with any misfortune on the way. Well, I want to become more powerful because I need to slay the beast. And I become more powerful at beating the fuck out of others. While out running errands, you find that the town is much more active than usual. Through some chance encounters, you get the impression that a sort of traveling festival has been set up outside of town. Looking around, you do happen to spot a few people in very vibrant clothes. Out of curiosity, you follow them toward a gathering of colorful tents. As you stand there gawking, you get the feeling that you've wandered into the entertainer's living area rather than finding a way to the show itself. There are people practicing a routine, people tossing colored rods back and forth, a man sharpening knives, as well as a large number of other eccentric activities. Ask a particularly muscular human for training tips. Approach a colorfully clothed couple rehearsed line. Ask the man about his knives. Talk to... Spell! Get a closer look at the jugglers. Spell! Some men often charter. You definitely need to check this out. You approach a caped man doing tricks. As you get closer, his attention is immediately drawn to you. He greets you with a deep bow and a subtle wave of his hand. Would you like to see some magic, milady? He asks, being a creature of magic herself. You excitedly accept his offer for a little show. The man does a couple of flashy looks. I passed! Also, it's totally a D10. Okay. So 5 and below is fail. 6 and up is pass. I got it. The man does a couple of flashy tricks, but you notice they are all based on sleight of hand, not real magic. You bring this up, then cast a small bit of sparkling magic yourself, just to show off a little. The man is taken aback at first, but then grins. Ah, so you are a mage as well. Let us exchange knowledge. I promise I can show you some real tricks. The two of you compare magic. Hobbit. True to his word, the magician shows you some minor illusions to add to your magical repertoire. Illusionist, nice. Today, the dead of winter, all things in the forest lie still. Even so, you're on a hunt. You've heard rumors of a terrible beast that haunts these woods throughout the winter. When all else is quiet, it turns its appetite to nearby villages. So, you have taken it upon yourself to hunt the beast. Perhaps winning renown among those who spent the winter months in fear? Approaching the section of the forest the creature had been sighted, and most recently, you carefully consider your options. Search for signs of the beast. Follow up making your presence known. I search for signs. I creep low. These pass? That's a fail. Fuck! Barely failed. The snow is fresh and loose. You wander around looking for animal tracks, but they are so indistinct that you soon become unable to tell which ones are your own. Fuck. The beast has almost certainly been through this area, but you garner very little useful information for your hunt. The mycelium on the back of the neck stands up, registering the sound of low growl before you even notice that the beast is here. Now, the beast approaches you brazenly, a haggard wolf, eyes burning with ravenous hunger. Standing nearly as tall as you, its iron fuse show prominent under its lithe frame and aging gray pelt. Hey, shit, what did that say? Yeah, burning with ravenous hunger, aging gray pelt. Yeah, its tremendously proportioned head and glinting white teeth tell you just how effective it at killing this creature is, and a bloodstained maw leaves no room for doubt. This is the monster the villagers speak of, a terrible, man-eating beast. You tighten your grip on your trusty knife, stealing your nerves, hesitation may spell death. Wait for the wolf to act first, charge the beast. I wait for the wolf to act first. These pass. Oh, 10. You coolly stand your ground, keeping your senses alert for any movement at all, and you find the moment to act. Wheeling around on your heels, you sidestep just in time to avoid the gnashing bite of a second wolf, a dark-pelted beast just as large and ravenous as the first. Despite its near silent approach, the new wolf finds itself on the wrong side of the ambush, as well as on the wrong end of your trusty knife. You slash at its one hide, giving it an inch-deep gash across one side. The expert hunters are caught off guard, but recover within moments. The two wolves now circle the frozen clearing, teeth bared and salivating menacingly. Push one into the bushes and let it slay them both. Cut your losses and abscond. I attempt to slay them both. At 2? Fuck! The village will be safe until both wolves are dead. You can't allow either one to a chance to escape. The wolves, though, dance around you effortlessly, their wide circling quickly closing in around you, exploiting your every mistake. You swing your blade wildly, but the beasts know human weapons too well. Within moments, you're exhausted. You haven't seen so much as nick them. Shit, I might die! Finally, having eagerly awaited this moment, the wolves descend, teeth and claws tearing at your legs as you're overwhelmed by the pair of carnivores. Desperately, you kick at them. Though you've already lost the strength of your limbs, they continue to maul you unabated. No. Your body lies there motionless and cold. Hours have passed and the wolves had long ceased their attack. Blinking feebly, you sit up. Huge gashes are torn out of your legs, arms, and chest, and bits of yourself have been scattered all over the clearing. But you're alive. The realization seems to light up just as your barely conscious mind. You're alive. What if they die just because I'm poisonous? Thank goodness you aren't made of meat. As you grow older, you look back over your life. You think back to the witch who created you, and can't help but wonder if everything met her expectations. You wonder if you were the daughter your parents had hoped for. Ending, after all this time, aww. Well done on a daughter well raised. So well done, in fact, I think you're deserving of a reward. I can't offer much, but perhaps you would like some spores? There are many uses for these spores. For those that know where to spend them. Visit my hut when you're ready to learn more. For now, let's remember the child. Ah, you've grown up. First thing, let's measure what her life was worth. New color bonus, 50 spores! Wow! 100 stat bonuses, 110 spores. Whoa! New ending bonus, after all this time, 100 spores. Oh my god. First crown bonus, 100 spores. Fly Garrick, dude. In total, that's 360 spores. Oh! Daughter bonus, new ending, new mushroom type, new colors. That's fire. Thank you. Let me look at my almanac. Wood. Oh, look at all these. These are so pretty. What do these numbers mean? Is it the number of the fungus? Is it like a Pokedex number? Yeah, a distinct, yeah, toadstool packed for peel, classic. Average dampness, number of LBMs, 0. Daughters grown, average dampness, average mercy, average potency, average, okay. That was a stat for them dying. I haven't found all, oh, I have not even found any music boxes. Number of, I have only had living daughters though. She lived, despite getting fucking attacked by an evil Evil fucking evil ass wolves. Once upon a I'm blue recluse. Okay, let me start again. Okay, hey, go back. Heirloom. A child will come to this world for a little to her name. That's even the scales being for an heirloom. Yeah. Iron casket. Oh, these are different. That's fucking cool as shit. The most used cast iron skillet. A hairbow from Imperious daughter, blackened with age. A glimmering music box. I bring a... Shit, I didn't mean to click that, but you know what? Sure. It was a dark little thing. I just gave her a fucking hairband for my old daughter, I guess. That the recluse had kept as a painful reminder for many years. Though it hurts to look at, it felt fitting. They would not repeat the same mistakes this time, they thought. Aww. Lost sibling. Bringing their prize back to the witch, she simply gave a smile. How perfect! Key to the witch, date the schedule, okay. That's the second one. Keep in mind, yeah, dirt. A barren spot of the forest looks been struck with some invisible ailment. The most picturesque section of the forest you've ever set your eyes upon. Why? Let's go to the graveyard. I think the ones that change are the ones you pick out. The walk to the gravesite was quiet. When the recluse arrived, they looked down at the grave of their mother. Perhaps this child wouldn't be related by blood, but she could be related by dirt, if nothing else. I'm doing a lot of, like, family shit right now. Arriving back at their meeting place, the recluse was excited to share the selection with the witch. That's what you picked, eh? Eh, well, that should do. Third day. With 2 assignments complete, the recluse could feel the excitement grow. If the witch was being honest, and for some reason they felt that she was, then she meant that this could be the last night they spent by the child. They hoped so, at least. That was all they could do. Barely remembering to get dressed, the recluse dashed from the meeting spot. Again, the witch had been waiting there for them. Welcome back, recluse. Are you prepared? Today is your big day, is it not? The last task is an easy one, or at least I believe so. Bring me something colorful, something bright, that you think will suit her. When they were first told of these 3 tasks, the recluse had imagined things were much more difficult. It seemed so easy as to be a trick. Yeah, I know. Let's do flowers this time. If someone did color, where else was that to even consider? The recluse decided to make their way to a particularly idyllic field of flowers. The field was filled with an overwhelming amount of choice. Before long, the recluse narrowed the options down to a few. A foxglove purple bell-like blooms, black pansy, Stygian omen, forget-me-nots, light-hearted blue flowers, cardinal flowers, a frightful red bloom. What's that? A pumpkin? Black pansies. I'm gonna make this a goth kind of fun. There is a goth fungus. Ink cap, also known as aka shaggy mane. Not different mushrooms. A lot of people think shaggy manes and ink caps are different mushrooms, but no. The thing with shaggy manes, Caprinopsis genus for everyone's curious. The thing with them is they sort of kind of like these white looking they look like kind of like wigs. Their deal is that they have auto digestion, which means they eat themselves, and then they unleash like little goo. They unleash goo, which is their spores. So ink caps, as they age, they become these black, dripping fungi, and they look so cool. They're very popular. They're very popular. I love them. That's my generic pick. You know, that's me basically saying my favorite Pokemon is Charizard. By saying that it's saying my favorite fungus is ink caps. Some black pansies meant a storm is brewing, but many others consider them a calming presence. People can be contradictory though. Nothing is more human than that. As such, the recluse's daughter would have storms and the calms that come before them. The recluse returned to the witch's hut, colored item in hand. Oh my god, it's so dark! She silently took the object, nodding her— my chair is so creaky. Nodding her head to the recluse in recognition. The recluse stood there for a moment unsure. But finally the witch realized what they expected. Oh ho ho, you want your daughter, don't you? I've said this before, give me payment. I pay you with life. They told the witch they would offer life as payment. Certainly. Stepping forward, she took them in a cold yet not unkind embrace. They awoke hours later with an uneasy feeling that something was missing. The witch was still there, waiting for the recluse. I'm pretty sure Carpinopsis is actually a dung fungi. Like, I'm pretty sure it was one of the ones that grows on poop. There's a name for it too. I forgot. What is the name of fungi that grow in dung? I need to remember. I need to remember. I literally read. I literally read about this like a few days ago. When I read the Roy Rotling. These two fungi on dung. Da, 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 da. Oh my god, I forgot. I can't believe it. God damn it, I can't find it. I talked about this too. I talked about this too the other day. Oh yeah, Coprophilius. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, that's what I literally I said Carpinopsis because the genus is literally named of them growing on poop. Coprophilius. They awoke hours later with an uneasy feeling something was missing. With the payment settled, the witch simply smiled and handed the recluse a small pot. Yes. Give me my fungus. What is her name?
They call him the what?
You will be Blooch. You will be Blooch. Then she walked away, only fate knowing if the two should ever meet again. Chapter 2, Cultivation. The recluse was unsure of the specifics. They didn't realize that it was important to heed her instructions. Care for the pot and the dirt and everything that lay within. So the recluse geared up, as any parent should, and assessed the things that needed to raise a child. Finances, in case the nearby village had goods or services that you could not provide. Nutrients, and the recluse's own stamina could not be ignored. Of course. This began the lowest growing season of the recluse's life. Oh, my stamina is so fucking low. It's 1. Oh, because I paid in life. Oh, God. One day you wake slightly earlier than usual in your somewhat somnambulant state. You hear an ethereal croon originating from your garden. When you go out, you spot it. A small fairy clad in black is sitting amongst the crops. Build a small fairy garden in your daughter's room using supplies. Hunt the fairy to use as food for your daughter. Catch the fairy to sell in town. Offer a coin to the fairy to gain their favor. I want to say I build a small fairy garden, honestly. Without delay, you quickly gather your supplies, greenery, some common foods. Hell, throw in a drop of blood. Fae love that sort of thing. After consulting some books to ensure it's an appropriate space, you lure the fairy in with— I have so many books on this. Though they seem to be unsure at first, the fairy eventually accepts your offer of a home. Though your daughter is not old enough to appreciate this pet, you're sure she will in time. Ah, she got a familiar. The decision being made, life continued. While I am low on nutrients and stamina, holy shit. While tapping some trees one day, you overhear a noise. It sounds like the clinking of coins and dice. Every time I read the term clinking or coins, I think about the fucking Skyrim crew where you meet Cicero and he just goes, shiny clinky coin. It's been stuck in my head for years. Shiny clinking coin. He says it in such a good way. Before long, you manage to track down the source. A wingless fairy sitting on the eye of a tree. A human? Oh no, now I'll be forced to gamble, the fae cried unconvincingly. I'm the dice fae, you see. I have no choice but to gamble with every human that passes by. You even get to pick the stakes. Please gamble with me, please let me gamble. The rules are simple. If I roll a 5 or less, I win. But if I roll a 6 or higher, well, that means you win. Compelling, right? Please fucking gamble with me, I'm begging you. Gambling with the fairy? What the hell? Why not? My character is such a fucking... The recluse loves gambling. What the fuck? Hell yeah. This is so relatable. What do you want to offer? A coin. A significant bag of substrate. A finger. A daughter. That's fucked up. Wait, what happens when I pick a daughter? The words leave your mouth before you really have the chance to think about it. It shocks you to realize this will a flash of guilt quickly stinging you. But there are some things a person just never gets over. You know, fairies are tricky, but you'd be a bad parent to let a chance like this pass you by without even trying. The fairy grins and nods, rolling a 10-sided die in his hand. Very good, very good. I do love high stakes. Then he casts the die. Come on, dude. 8! I passed! You fucking ass! You get owned! You get owned! Oh my god! You eye the die of certain skepticism. As you see, it has landed on an 8. It couldn't possibly be right. After all, that would mean that you had won. The fairy laughs anyway. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy for you, human. This is going to be such a big moment for you. His saccharine tone is strange. You don't like it. I'll have to get your prize then. It'll take a while. Magic is temperamental, you know. But you can expect to get your luxury top of the line daughter no later than, summer. Goodbye, human. Enjoy your prize. You walk off and show how to... I am so curious to see how this goes. Fey one. Perhaps this was all a dream. Maybe it's best that you get home. Ah, it's evolving. Something's happening. Mushroom creature. Oh, look at it. Look at her. What the fuck? Aw, she's so cute. She does not have limbs or anything though. Just kind of crumpled. One day you awaken to the sound of rustling movement. You find your daughter has grown enough capable of rudimentary locomotion. Not walking around though, she doesn't have limbs. The creature slinks around uneasily. Oh, it slinks around. And the cute little face now greets you on her once featureless body. Her demeanor seems gloomy and shy, preferring to sit in the dark corners for long periods of time. Insurance and coach has spent time nurturing. I need to nurture her environment. You decide to know that now is the best time to promote her growth, spending extra efforts improving her living conditions. Your daughter seems to appreciate the attention and emotes cheerfully. Let me see some info. A black mushroom, okay. Fey one. You have won a bet with a fairy and are expecting your daughter to return any season now. Anytime now, guys. Anytime. Here's how Bernie can still win. Your daughter seems to appreciate the attention and emotes cheerfully. Decision being made, life continued. This is how Faye can still give daughter. Dude, I'm so low on nutrients. Your daughter needs food too, and you've just run out. You need to find something that feed her soon, or she'll surely starve. Dude, I fucking can't spare the time today. No! I have to find her shit. You spent the day foraging and digging in the woods and return with a heap of mushroom food for your hungry daughter. It's a little hard to be sure, but it seems like she's thankful for your efforts. The decision being made, life continued. I try to be like, I try to see what happens when I'm a bad parent, but I can't have her suffer like this. It's impossible. One evening you hear a light knocking at your door. Quite a rare occurrence. Peeking through the window, you witness none other than the Witch of the Woods standing outside on the doorstep of your humble hut. Here for a visit or to settle a debt? Can I have money? Not quite sure of her intentions. You decide to speak with the witch somewhere else. After telling your daughter to stay put, you greet the witch at the door. The two of you take a walk through the woods, partaking in a light conversation. Oh, hello, Quillen. Hello, Quillen. Saw KLD lover 12. Welcome back. Hello. This is the shroom game, indeed. Indeed, this is the shroom game. Decide that you feel uncomfortable asking the witch for a stipend, something to help raise the child. She shrugs in acceptance, handing you a small parcel of coins. At the next clearing, she takes her leave in a seemingly random direction. Decision being made, life continued. Yes! She's evolving, guys. I'm trying to figure out what I'm very unsure on what species this is actually. Child? Whoa! Is she... I have to take a closer look at this. Hold on. I have to take a closer look at this. She's not done growing? I have to see when she's fully grown. Because this does seem like something I know, but I can't fucking put my finger on it. I can't put my fucking finger on the name. One morning, you notice that your daughter is nowhere to be seen. Eventually discover her hiding in a narrow crevice under a large stump. To your surprise, the creature had now taken the form of a young girl. You feel relieved to confirm that the witch hadn't betrayed you. At your approach, she retreats shyly into a hole. She doesn't seem scared, but doesn't want to leave. Do I wait for her? Buy her a nice gift to sell and encourage her to come out. Oh shit, I accidentally clicked buy her a gift. Fuck. Okay, well you're getting a gift then. Fuck you. But they feel yeah, fuck you. You're getting love. You're getting parental approval. Today feels like a momentous achievement, so you tell your daughter you're going to the village to buy her a present. At the mention of presents, she quickly decides she is done being under the stump, and the two of you head back to prepare for a trip. I cured her emoism. Your daughter thoroughly enjoys the outing and lovingly clutches the antique doll she picked up at the market. Aww. Decision being made. Life continued. A flock of hungry birds have been harassing both your crops and your daughter recently. In fact, they've become quite the nuisance. Fetch your bow and hunt the birds. Ignore the birds. Purchase some poison and forcibly evict the forest guy rats. Use some food to feed the birds with your daughter. I wanna set a good example by fucking killing the foul sky rats. After a quick trip to the market, you scatter poisoned feed, watching within the coming weeks as the birds grow weak. Holy shit. Slowly they perish, one by one, like ebon angels rebuked from high. You delight in the graduating silence, the bliss that comes without their hideous squawking. The consequences of their actions brings a smirk to your face each time one drops, and get diligent in reassuring your daughter just how much they deserve. It's a fucking bird. Actually, I'm looking at her. It's the wavy cap. No, plus it's a proper lesson for how to deal with vermin. Like my ex-wife. I'm looking at her. The wavy cap, it could mean that she's like psycho-lysibi. It could be. It could be. Psycho-lysibi are like, those are essentially the mushrooms that make you trip, basically. Like, they're the most, they're the most well-known, out of all the get high mushrooms. The genus of Psycho-lysibi is literally just, you can find some raw and you just like eat them and you get high. That's basically what most of them do. They're very well known for that. Plus, it's a proper lesson for her to deal with vermin. Nothing more could be done to birds. The matter was laid to rest. Your daughter needs food too, and you've just again? What the fuck? Children need more food than what the hell? Either find something to feed on, or soon she'll still starve. You find substrate, please. You spent the days foraging and digging in the woods, and return with a heap of mushroom food for your hungry daughter. It's a little hard to be sure, but it seems like she's thankful for your efforts. Decision being made, life continued. I need to raise you into a powerful being. A reunion. One night you find yourself unable to sleep. Your thoughts are consumed by something foolish. Thoughts of Fae. Oh, it's a fucking fairy from earlier. In particular, you contemplate the encounter with the one who called himself the Gambling Fairy. Shit. You bet that he seemed to have won. Accent went backwards. He told you your daughter would be returned to you by the end of summer. And temperatures have been dropping lately. As though nature was toying with you, this lonesome daydreaming was interrupted suddenly by a cold gust of wind. However, you had left no door or window open. You jump out of the bed to investigate, expecting that perhaps the girl was up to something. That wasn't unlike her, after all. You find the front door open, and you step into the night to investigate. From the edge of your vision, you see something approaching. You can hear a shrill Fae voice in the back of your head. Here she is, recluse. Have fun. What steps forward, what steps toward you from out the shadows renders your brain useless. Like a pair of bonded sisters, you see your daughters before you, the younger girl clinging to her lost sibling as though they were one. They give you a smile, but you can give nothing in return. Gain trait, found siblings, gain trait domineering, gain trait monstrous, and a new beginning. It's dark. You wake after a long and usually fulfilling rest. You're unsure of how you got here, but you know that you want out, so you begin to dig. After escaping what appears to be a small wooden box and pulling yourself up through the dirt, you find that you're in an area you recognize at the edge of the woods. You blink feebly, getting used to experiencing the world for it. Holy shit, was I buried alive? The eclipse was surely worried. Oh no, oh sorry, this is the mushroom. This is the mushroom's perspective. The eclipse is surely worried about you, so after a few moments you hurry home. Something is different about how the recluse treats you when you return. They hold you tightly in a warm embrace, but sudden talks about how you leaving home made you wonder if you accept them some. Holy shit. But faster you could have never anticipated. The two of you built your home together. What happened? What the fuck? Holy shit. Because did she just go fucking haywire and started to bury her own grave? And make sure to impart as much knowledge as they possibly can. Finally the day arrives and you're officially on your own. You're scared a little, but also excited. It feels like a new chapter is just beginning for you. Gain trait, loving parent. I can't believe I was a loving parent. Oh, a black cordyceps! Oh, that's so cool. Despite some initial uncertainty, you find that your new home may be even nicer than the recluse's shack. Oh, is that what? Is that the fucking... Oh my, oh, I get it. Oh, because I fucking made a deal with the Fae. I'm assuming that's why. I'm assuming the Fae was like, oh, here's your new daughter, and then the fucking cordyceps fungus that killed my old, like, my original daughter, and now took over. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's why she was fucking buried in dirt. No, that's something that cordyceps fungi do. When a cordyceps kills you, well, not you, a bug. When a cordyceps kills a bug, they have them die in specific places, so that they're in ideal conditions for the mushroom, the fruiting body to grow, so they can spread more spores. Oh my god, that's where we were buried. That's fucking crazy. Holy shit, I just got that. You don't like an event? Use one of these cards you can be. Oh, that's what Nope does. A Nope card just means you can deny one event. I didn't know they were limited. Wealth, okay. Domineering, monstrous. You are feared by humans for your appearance or your actions. Domineering. You have never been healthy and nothing will ever be able to change that. Yeah, because I fucking ate my sister. You're bonded with a human body. A human body? Wait. A human body? Did I kill the other mushroom? Or did I kill... No, not the recluse. I didn't kill the recluse. Okay, I'm assuming it's the other mushroom I killed. Yeah. I'm assuming she counts as a human body. Despite some initial uncertainty, you find that your new home may be even nicer than the recluse. Oh wait, is it just a potential? No, okay. No, it's fine, sir. Despite some initial uncertainty, you find that your new home may be even nicer than the recluse's shack. Your first days living outside of your parents' home are occasionally daunting, but also filled with possibility. What would you like to do? Expedition, please. The mountains bordering the northern reaches of the forest call to you. You see them every day on your adventures, and there is an overwhelming desire to climb them that simply can't be ignored. Readying yourself in the early hours of the morning, you glance over the materials you have on hand. Pack light, pack heavy. I'm thinking pack light. It packs light? What the fuck, I failed. Shit. Maybe a bit too light. You can't shake the feeling that maybe you forgot something. Fuck. With your pack all set, you make your way to the mountain. After a couple hours of climbing, you feel like you've made a decent progress, though you're starting to get a bit tired. Just as you think it's time for a break, you come across a beautiful mountain spring, complete with its own waterfall. Take a relaxing shower. I want to take a relaxing shower, please. I want to be damp. Please. I failed at showering. I fucking suck. The waterfall's fridge's embrace. Please, Speed, let me shower.
Please, Speed, I need this.
Please, Speed, I need to shower. The waterfall's frigid embrace leaves your skin numb and joints stiff. You take a moment to rest in the sun and warm yourself, but end up falling asleep. At least you're not sweaty anymore. You wake up in the mountain forest that night. Spend the night. The dog can't stop you. Continue climbing. I think I'm gonna keep climbing. The moon is. I'm stupid as fuck. I might as well. The moon is full, and you decide that you feel fully rested after your little nap. In the moonlight, you carefully make your way up the path. The faint glow of the moon grants everything a pallid shine, until you realize something. Some of the light is not coming from the sky. Glancing at the base of the tree, you spot small plants growing happily in the night. Enjoy the light for a moment. I eat one. Being cautious may help with longevity, but it would never help with curiosity. Before you can overthink it, you pull a fern tip and toss it down the hatch. I am like a parasitic entity. I might as well. I might as well. The plant seems mild in flavor. It could be poisonous, you suppose, but that was a problem for tomorrow you. Is what you would have thought, or had you not immediately passed out upon ingestion. Shit! You wake up the next moment feeling different. Oh shit, the color changed. When you look at your hands, you notice something about you has shifted. You suspect you won't ever have to wander in the dark again, or more specifically, the logistics of that will now be more complex. You finally make your way home, wondering if your new glow will be permanent. Hold on. Is there... Oh, I am a fairy familiar. You have a small magical friend that has a tendency to follow you. Oh, that's where my fucking reputation is. Okay. People don't think about me much. That's fucked up. Okay. I'm pretty sure I have like some sort of bioluminescence now, which is also possible in mushrooms. When you approach the noise, you're able to see the situation more clearly. Two teenage miscreants seem to be harassing a child. Give the teens a scare. If I don't want eyes in my forest, get them all out here. Leave them to their own devices. But I have solved the situation diplomatically. Fuck no. I don't want you in my forest. I get them all out of it. I should give them a scare. You know, I'm monstrous. Up, roll.
Please, Speed, I need
10!
this.
Ah, yes, thank you. Thank you. The child needs help, and you're pretty sure you know a good way to do that. You situate yourself carefully, stepping forward and grabbing one of the teens by the shoulder. After taking a quick second to ready yourself, you let out a throaty yell. Giving the teen a good shove, they react instantly, scrambling away into the woods. The child, initially paralyzed by fear, visibly intenses when he sees you smiling back at him. He timidly waves at you, which you return for stepping back into the woods without a word. The night sky is clear and beautiful as you sit on a stump atop a small hill looking up. Something catches your eye, and you notice a streak of shooting star. Quick, make a wish! Wish for the star itself. Wish to be blessed with delicious food. Wish for it to rain tomorrow. Wish for the people of the kingdom to live peaceful lives. Wish to grow stronger. Wish to stay in good health. Stronger. Make me stronger. I pass. Yes. Next day you find your chores much easier on you and think you feel a bit tougher. I am more powerful. My mycelium is so high. Increased by the right nutrients of other things that nourish the soil. The soul. The stat is associated with how generally healthy she is, and yet it could also be persistent optimism. Aww. You feel a crisp breeze. What is my common glow cordyceps? Ah, yeah, I'm glowing now. I'm bioluminescent. And you feel a crisp breeze. The heat is relenting. Trees are changing in color. Fall has arrived. The change in weather has invigorated you. What would you like to do today? I think I'll go to town. I want to make people get scared. One day, without realizing it, you stayed in their village much later than intended. The sun has fully set and the darkness has enveloped all. Thankfully, you're fully capable of taking care of yourself. You know the settlement well, and the lack of sun does not change that. You decide to take a shortcut through an alley, but to your surprise, there are others there as well. Quite a few others, in fact. It quickly becomes apparent to you that most of the alley's denizens are going into a single door, one that, when opens, allows you to hear faint sounds of revelry crying from within. When they go to leave, many have small trinkets and seem tired from a long night of cheering. Mind my own business, fuck no. Steal one of those easy marks. Enter the door. I want to enter the door. I want to see what's in here. It's a fucking boxing match. After a while of spying, you get the impression that people are free to enter. You're people, basically. So you figure out it's safe to... I am people, in fact. Like, people as in plural. So you figure out it's safe to investigate further. As you step inside, the roar of the crowd goes in volume and clarity. It takes your eyes a second to adjust to the dim light. You move past a few tables full of merchant goods and into a large room full of people. At the center of it all is an arena, topped with a fighting ring. The ring is currently in use as two combatants circle each other. One fighter is a man in crude grasshopper mask, constructed out of dyed linen and leaves. He moves with a quick staggered step, often feinting at his opponent. His opponent, a tall, largely obscured by a dark cloak, counters nimbly, keeping low. He watches the grasshopper man grabs the cloak, using it to pull his opponent around the ring. You find yourself drawn towards the crowd. The mood of the fighting is simply intoxicating. Before you know it, you're whooping and horroring with the rest. Finally, in a thrilling conclusion, the caped fighter manages to subdue the crude grasshopper. They triumphantly suplex the masked man to the joy of the crowd. Though initially slightly concerned for the man's health, you find that both fighters have support immediately afterwards. Slowly the crowd begins to dissipate. What a thrilling event. As you go to leave, a chubby woman wearing an elaborately decorated pair of glasses stops you. I've never seen anyone quite like you before, love. If you ever want to fight, come back here anytime. I think that we could help you become something. I can be your fucking Yes! You accept a scrap of paper a woman hands you. On it lists her name and where to find her. After giving her a quick farewell, you dash back home with much to consider. The sun is low in the sky, casting a beautiful warm tint across everything that you see. Oh, it looks so nice. What the fuck? Like, imagine... How are we gonna fight? I don't think we're fit for fighting. Look at us. With two people. We're like, I'm growing on someone else's head. I don't think I can fight. Today is is it like Gundam? Today it's a particularly beautiful sight. Blossoming fruit trees and the wind blowing through grass. Your eyes feel heavy and suddenly you find yourself falling into a deep sleep. You are in your dreams. You're sitting on a tree branch. There's a flute playing somewhere. Then suddenly the flute is next to you. Attached to it is the vague shape of a woman. I haven't seen you around here before. Welcome. Whenever you go to look at her, it feels like she shifts. Can't quite describe her. You probably won't remember me when you wake up, but it's nice to meet you. After sitting in silence for a second, starts playing again. Try to memorize this place. Sing along. Fly? Where do you go when I'm awake? That's very ominous, but... I can fly? That is very interesting. Come on. Fly. The landscape looks so lush. You feel compelled to enjoy it thoroughly. You lean over, falling off the branch and into the air. You spin in circles, then span out. The feeling of the wind in your hair invigorates you. When you wake up, you feel like you've slept for far longer than you had. Put the feeling behind you. It's dark out. You should be getting home. As you go out to forage mushrooms, but I'm foraging. Well, I'm copping. Okay, well, I'm cordyceps. Okay, it makes sense. You find a large batch of edible mushrooms gathered near a stump. Unfortunately, upon closer inspection, they're infested with countless small worms. Did I say words? Watch the wriggly little guys for a bit. Try to find a slightly less infested batch. It's added protein, right? Gather the shrooms anyway. Gather up the worms. I think I'm gathering the shrooms anyway. I better pass. I failed! Leaving with your haul of worm-infested shrooms, you head home. Fuck. That night you make dinner with the shrooms, and it turns out, okay. Infested. Shit. The next morning you find that your body's not host to a family of worms. Gross. Fuck. You were never very good at sharing, so you find yourself hoping to be able to get... Wait, so I'm literally a parasite infected by a parasite. That's fucking awesome. A chilling breeze greets you one morning, heralding the approach of winter. With the end of year approaching, you find yourself considering your aspirations. You want to accomplish something significant, you decide. Something you'll remember. Take on a dangerous quest. Attend the charming. I want to attend the last time I attended the dangerous quest, I just fucking died. Recently, you've garnered enough attention in the area to be invited to a high-class event, have I? This could be an opportunity to celebrate the year, or invite someone you wish to go closer with. Invite the girl of your dreams. Invite the person who raised you. Actually, don't go. I want to invite the girl of my dreams. You consider a strange dream you had once. A woman was there, you think. For some reason, you set your mind on finding her. There's no one else you'd rather attend with anyways. Oh, that's fucked up. The recluse raised you, young lady. I mean, that's me as well, but you know, I'm both of you. The gala isn't until the end of the year. You will have plenty of time to prepare yourself. The chill in the air has invigorated you. What would you like to do today? I wanna head back to town. I wanna see if I can go to the fucking, go to the boxing thing again. On one particular desolate evening, you decide to take a walk around the outskirts of town. You find yourself overcome with an unaccountably uneasy feeling as you pass by an abandoned neighborhood, the dying amber light casting menacing shadows. As you enter a dilapidated gatehouse, protruding bits of ruin and decaying wood conspire in your periphery, forming unnerving figures. Something shulks among them. Finally, you spot the thing. Your body tenses for alarm as you distinguish a smooth and grey-brown object in a half-formed approximation of a human shape. A statue of a woman, propelled by unknown means, shambles forward and locks its gaze on you. A sun and glowing purple features overlays the stony mask of its face, hovering lines, forming a mouth and eyes. You don't know why, but looking at the creature fills you with dismay and revulsion. I'm a parasite. Why the fuck? Why am I repulsed? A glowing image of a mouth cycles through different shapes as an unpleasant whirring emanates from her head. She emits a strange, buzzing voice. Is this the daughter of the witch? You nod stiffly, bewildered. This one is a preferred subject. You will commence a necessary experiment to determine if its form is fit for consummation. This thing means you great harm. You feel it to your core. Turn tail, run for the woods, attack the creature. Tell her you are not a daughter of the witch. I think I want to attack you. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Please pass. I failed in the worst way possible. As she advances towards you, reach out to grab your trusty knife, falter slowly as it turns out. The roaring woman is upon you in an instant, grabbing your arms and twisting painfully as she draws you impossibly close. No! Now, I only want to share. Her facial features glow with a sickening light as she brings them closer to your own, her unnatural voice growing quieter. Then, in trembling whispers, she tells you something. An inky black, poisonous secret, anathema to your being. He says, "Gee, you allowing fall to your knees in a drift, black, stops, tidy." Gain trait, unidentifiable. You awaken in the dead of night, with little memory of encounter. You do, however, bear a painful reminder. The creature has cursed you. Holy shit! All my stats are just question marks. Do I have anything else? What's it fit? Your body seems to, you have become reliable nightlight. Some scare sessions. You enjoy keeping the village chill on their good toes. On their toes. People don't think about you. Fuck. Do you want to date the girl? Oh my god, there's lesbians? Oh my god, I didn't know there was lesbians. One day while attending some foraging business in the woods, you make a strange discovery. What else is new? You go to retrieve some fruit from the low scrub, but you may move a branch, you notice something on the corner of your eye, a glint of metal. Metal? It could be a lost item belonging to some human, or it could be something valuable for you to keep. You go to more closely examine the item and have a realization. Before you is a perfectly sculpted copper hand. As you lean into the look for any marks that could betray its origin, you realize the hand is connected to your body. The thing before you is unbelievable. It's as if someone had taken a person and plated them with real copper. You wonder if this is the case for a second, but real horror when you see it move. The being stands up. Surely plated copper could not move with such validity. You hear a sound, as if the thing was speaking. You're unsure of what to say. The thing seems confused as you confuse me for a moment, before snapping her fingers in thought. She stretches one arm up, touches the back of her head, and then carefully speaks. Sorry! I totally forgot to adjust my translator. Can you understand me now? You find yourself shocked for a moment at the chip of disposition of whatever this thing is. While your response is slightly delayed by shock, you confirm to her that you technically understand what she's saying. This confirmation brings her joy, which results in a little hop and exclamation of the phrase, woo! The excitement is contagious. Once you clasp her hand in yours, you can't help but jump with joy with her. Being this close to her, you get a chance to examine this being more closely. Once you look beyond her glistening coat, you can see her physical characteristics more clearly. She's petite, thinly stalked, and standing just slightly shorter than you, with similarly numbered and proportioned limbs. Though her face is lumen-like in nature, it's not precise. Spotting differences in human faces was occasionally challenging to you, but something about hers felt a little off. Maybe an eye too many? And do humans normally have those little did I just mean a fucking alien? You're quickly snapped out of your thoughts as the being asks you a question. So, are you a member of the dominant species of this planet? I'd love a tour guide if you want to show me what people do for fun around here. Consider a request for a second. What do people do for fun? Well, you suppose you have a couple of ideas. Show what your daily life is like. Show her a specific human's daily life is like. Show her the village. Encourage her to leave your woods. That's fucked up. No, I love her. I show her the village. A tour of what humans like to do. Wait a second, you know exactly what humans like to do. They like to live in a village with other humans. You tell the girl that you're not a member of the dominant species, but you can show her where they hang out. Without wasting any time, the two of you begin to walk to town. Your guest frequently interrupts your journey, stopping to marvel at some footprints left in the mud, or interrogating you about the function of a pine cone. Aww. It's to wipe your ass with. Thankfully, she's always happy to hear your perspective on these things as well. Your evidently vast knowledge about this area amuses and entertains her curiosity. Of course, when the two of you actually arrive in town, her excitement only grows. There's people after all, so many of them. The two of you end up near the market, a wide open area with tons of interesting human stuff, like food and even clothing. While browsing, something seems to catch her eye. She picks up a copper-plated door knocker, large and ornate, and carefully caresses it. Wow, this is just like me, huh? She compares the glisten of the knocker to her own skin, tilting it in different ways to see it in different light conditions. The salesperson, despite clearly being unsure about the two of you initially, clearly knows a customer. What would you do if you went to a different planet and they just have flesh items? Like, not made from humans. I'm not talking like leather. What if there was a planet where human flesh was just something that it's like a mineral, like something that you just mine. Like you dig in the dirt and you just find like blobs of human flesh just pulsating. That'd be cool as fuck. That'd be metal. I did not mean that pun was unattended. The salesperson, despite clearly being unsure about the two of you initially, clearly knows a customer when he sees one. It compliments you perfectly. I've never seen such a clear match before. The copper companion looks at you with a pleading expression. I want this. If she wants it, you'll buy it for her. Purchase it for a 5-finger discount. Sorry. If she wants it, I'll buy it. You ask the man how he expects payment and he sighs. Just hand me the coins. As to say, simply place the payment on the upper left corner of the choice card. If you have any wealth at all, that is. Wait. Oh, it's because I'm cursed and I don't have fucking money. I'll pay to these humans. Okay, let's do 5-finger discount. I'll pay these humans could be over something like silly like currency. It was a simple door knocker. There was no reason for. Oh, am I stealing? They hoarded so tightly. Thankfully, you have your own methods to get it. Such snooze. Me showing the cashier my gun that they call a 100% discount. Instead of asking the merchant about the knocker, I pass. Fuck yes. You decide that a bit of distraction is in order. You quietly ask your companion to play along, then approach the merchant. You look him in the eyes and explain to you that this fascinating creature standing within you is your homunculus. Recently, she has acquired a bit of independent streak, and you were considering selling her for scrap. The merchant nods knowingly. Oh, of course. I hear it's a challenge when creations take on a mind of their own. You have the copper girl show off the merchant, an activity she was happy to participate in. While distracted, you simply stash the knock on your pack. When it comes to report its appraisal to you, you act as if you're considering it for a moment. Then you tell him you're going to see if any other merchants could offer you a better price. You grab your friend by the arm and walk off before she has a chance to complain. Once it's sufficiently out of sight, you hand the knocker to her. Oh my zord, that was so funny. And I get a souvenir too. She holds her new copper knocker proudly throughout the rest of the day as you finish exploring the village. Finally, the sun is setting. She has a large grin on her face. Thanks for being such a good tour guide. And now I have a better idea on how to operate with those humans too. And you bid farewell to the copper girl. You're glad she learned the lesson early that humans, at times, simply must be tricked to be tolerable. There's a knock at your door. When you go to enter it, you see a woman dressed in somewhat tacky dress. Hi, I'm from the nearby town, and I came here on behalf of all the local mothers. This introduction leaves you feeling a little uneasy. As she continues speaking, you sense that she's clearly feeling the emotion of fear. We were hoping that we could convince you to come out and, you know, show off a little for the kids, show them that the real you. It's something that you'd be interested in. We could provide lunch, obviously. After some more nervous chat, the woman writes down the location on a small piece of paper and thrusts it into your hands. Afterwards, she all but runs away. Though you have to explain to the woman, you can't decipher her writing, receiving oral instructions in addition. You consider the strange woman and her strange invitation. I attend. Weirdly, some part of you feels compelled to attend. Perhaps some small obligation to help children. Or maybe just a thought that if you introduce yourself to a lot of them at once, they wouldn't trouble you if they saw you in the woods later. Quickly, the day of the event arrives. You gussy yourself up, or at least as much as is possible for a girl like you, and make the calm walk to the village school. As you enter, it takes you a second to really take in the scene. There's nearly a dozen children of varying sizes and ages, a few older humans standing around the edge of the room, and a table with some very rudimentary foods on it. You correctly identify this as the provided lunch. As you go to take a piece of the bread, one of the adults grabs your shoulder. Oh my goodness, you showed up! I wasn't sure if you would... why don't you go ahead and stand up front? Does that sound good? While you would have preferred some lunch first, you agree to the plan. You stand in front of the room, in front of a dark board with white scribblings on it. The children turn silent, all staring at you wide-eyed. Finally, a number of hands shoot up. One of the parents interprets. They raise their hands as if they have something they'd like to ask you. What a polite system. You look over to the crowd, deciding who to pick. You point at a random child with long hair that completely obscures their face. You struggle to hear their voice, but a question follows. How old are you? Ageless. I was born in spring. Ageless. It takes you a second to formulate your answer, but finally you figure out your best way to describe it. You explain that you were created of magic, a force that you could not put a number on. Perhaps you came to creation recently, but you had a head start. One child raises her hand for a follow-up question. What did people do before they invented clothes? Were they just naked all the time? She asks. You're forced to explain that you meant your answers more metaphorically. Children have absolutely no sense of theatrics. Fucking stupid assholes. You spend a while answering questions from the children. Finally, after a while, one of the adults speaks. It looks like we have time for one more question. It's hard to say, but you get the impression that they seem unenthused with this experience so far. You suspect that they thought that your answers would be more exciting, or perhaps more frightening for the children. Nevertheless, they seem full of questions for you. Once more, you point at the random child, a girl of pigtails. She's quick to ask, do you really pick at your teeth with the bones of dead children? Yes? No. Yes! The children, initially boisterous and loud, and all uniformly fell silent as a group, like their little brains were occupied with trying to figure out the implications of that. Do you get them yourself? One child cautiously asks. You simply smile and keep quiet. The students receiving this message start behaving a little more respectfully after that. After everyone has quieted down, the adults begrudgingly begin to pack things up. The children also begin to disappear, accompanied by a smattering of parents. One adult, the woman who originally requested that you attend, walks up to you. Thanks for coming, I guess. She pauses for a second before leaning closer. Was all of that true? Even the bone picking thing? You simply smile at the woman, patting her on the shoulder. You tell her that the children present will be safe, of course, assuming they never step foot into your forest. She balks while she's in shock, and you take your leave. Leave. Oh, I'm unreputable. You should take care of that, you suppose. Wait, wait, let me sword unrep. You have done something rude. Then the winter gala draws ever nearer, and you realize you have work to do if your date is ever going to happen. Oh my god, I'm so excited, guys.
Please, Pete, I need
Oh my god,
this.
guys, we're going on a date. Oh my god. The woman you have decided to invite is strange, otherworldly. To go to the ball with her, you first have to find her. Go to the library. Try to find her in your dreams. I find her in my dreams. You have only met her once, but the thought of her sticks with you. You're sure that it's worth something. The night before the ball, you take a flower with you to bed. You lay on your head in the pillow, keeping your eyes closed shut. Fuck off! However, sleep does not come for you. An hour passes, then another. No! You begin to reconsider your plans. Perhaps there's something else you'd rather be doing? Simply give up and go to sleep for real. Oh, no! 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 What if I go to sleep for realness here? Well, you're already in bed. No reason to change plans now. Oh, shit. There you go. A part of you had always suspected things wouldn't work out. It was just a dream you had once after all. A pleasant thought, but nothing else. In time, you're able to find sleep. You wake up the next moment with a vague sense that you missed out an opportunity. Oh well, you're at least well rested. As you grow older, you look back on your life. Oh, I can see my stats again. My mycelium is so fucking high, holy shit. You think back to the witch who created you, and can't help but wonder if everything met her expectations. You wonder if you were the daughter your parent had hoped for. Ending after all this time. Oh, that's the one I had last time, I think. First things first, let's measure what her life was worth. New music, okay. New color. Stat bonus. My mycelium gives me so much. Oh, only 91 spores, never mind. Repeat ending bonus. I got a jar of coins. First round bonus, cordyceps is 200 spores. And I get drippy spores. Oh, 491. That's better than last time, actually. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Witch hut? What's this do? Growing a daughter is so erotic, isn't it? You get love, obviously, and to see her grow. And perhaps more importantly, you also get spores. It could be said the spores keep the cycle of life flowing. They are gifted after a daughter is fully formed and spent to help ensure the success of future daughters. But I'm sure you found plenty of things to use your hard-earned winnings on. More impressive lives generate more substantial spore counts. So do try your best as a parent, for her and for you. You'll find my hut has many amenities. You may spend your spores at the summoning circle, or you may improve your base conditions at the garden. I will explain further when we next speak. Oh. Gnome depot? Oh my god, it's a gnome! We heard there was a big spore run in the neighborhood, so we set up shop as fast as we could. The witch would have you think that the best way to spend spores on magical rituals, that's just because they go right back to her. As gnomes know the real use of spores, it's the best meal the sight of a quest player. I had to see any waste on an unappreciative witch. They're real crafty, so I'm sure you could use some of your wares and services. What can I help you? Hardware. Oh, a paper sign. Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. I love physical objects. I can sell my jars of coins. Chat. What's the Gnome Depot motto? We are out by heart. You're here, you know. Oh wait, was it a gnome is where the heart is? What's the motto again? What's your name? I'm sorry, due to the recent fate-related issues, we had to anonymize anything. You can just call me Nomar if you like.
They call him the what?
Okay, Nomar. Never mind. Let me leave. Garden. Garden? Doesn't the crispiness of this air make you feel like a part of this world? Embrace that feeling and tend this patch of earth to your preference. When raising a daughter, the time passes so quick, you will find this garden to be a bit more evergreen. Spores will spread over time, growing stronger, evolving. Be sure to check in often. You find the rest of this world reflects what it is here in this plot of land. Different plants may yield unexpected results in your everyday life. Just be sure to deal with any weeds that may crop up, or the girl may suffer unduly. Oh no! You already have some basic supplies to get started. Spores filled with potential gardening equipment that should help you with debris at least. Ah! Get me rid of this stone. Nice. Okay, I can spread spores. Put the weird spores here. Put the drippy spores here. Oh, it starts a new game. Okay. I'm gonna quit it for now. I have this game. I very much like it. I very much like it. It became way more in depth since the demo. Thank you, everyone. It's still very obscure. It's extremely obscure. I do love how many references there are to just real life mushroom shit. I really, really appreciate someone making fungus games. Fungus games that are made for me only, made for me personally. Anyway, everyone, thanks for joining on the Shroom stream. Goodbye.